I can't help but wonder, how does it feel to be a part of the Losers Club? It must be incredibly sad. Folks, I'm a world-class veteran video game critic. And as such, I'm brutally critical of upcoming software. Why is that the case? Well, it's because It's because I care! C-A-R-E. Now, with The Last of Us Part 2 in mind, quite clearly, as I will show you if you're new around here, that the snow deformation isn't where it needs to be. The cracks are already indeed starting to show. That snow deformation looks like trash. Now, I know you're going to sit there and say, "Oh, Michael, you're nitpicking. Oh, Michael, this is old footage. Oh, Michael." Wake up and smell the coffee. That's my advice to you Sony fanboys. Take a moment, a good long moment, to wake up and smell that coffee. Because a lot of you Sony fanboys today are brainwashed. Too busy drinking the Kool-Aid over at Sonyville. And it's so incredibly sad. But not only is the snow deformation not where it needs to be, but they cut multiplayer. And the Sony fanboys are like, "Oh, thank you, Naughty Dog, for cutting content. The multiplayer sucked anyway. Now they can focus on the movie game." Shut up! Because there you were, you Sony fanboys back in 2013 praising The Last of Us Part 1 multiplayer based off of how unique it was. "Oh, Michael, I love the multiplayer. It's a breath of fresh air." And now here you are in 2020. The game comes out next month and you're like, "Oh, Michael, the multiplayer sucked anyway." Such a hypocritical fan base. And last, but certainly not least, thankfully, The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be inevitably delayed again. But that's kind of a blessing in disguise for the lazy millennial devs at Naughty Dog, because quite clearly, the cracks are already indeed starting to show. But you don't care. You never have and you never will, because you're too busy going